All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me. It's a super special bonus live stream that I'm doing tonight to talk about the Justice for Jacob campaign that we are starting tomorrow. As a reminder, it starts tomorrow, not today. So I will need all of your help very soon to get the attention of the district attorney in Socorro, New Mexico, Clint Wellborn. So we are starting this campaign from April 1st until April 10th. It will be the 10 days of Jacob. It's something that I have not done yet. I've not been this open and out front with the case and with pushing things. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also very excited. The 10th anniversary, I'm sorry, on the 10th, that is the 34th anniversary of Jacob's death. And it's been long enough. It has been way too long, if you ask me, without any action. Um, so I'm really hoping that this push will be exactly what the case needs to get justice for Jacob. So I'm really, really going to need all of your help in making sure that this happens. For the next 10 days, I need you to help me call the DA in Socorro to ask that he reopen Jacob's case. I need you to help me by emailing him. Um, Hey, Lane. So please do not use, if you know the suspect's name, please don't use his name. Um, I think the best way to approach it would be to say, I am reaching out and asking that you reopen the investigation and the case into the murder of Jacob Jeremiah Lundeen. It's been 34 years without justice, and anything along those lines would be perfect. No need to mention the suspect name. For those of you who don't know it, that won't be a problem. For those of you who do, please don't. I would appreciate that. And let's just ask him to do what he needs to do to protect the children in our state. This perpetrator has probably gone on to reoffend, and it's time. It's past time. So for the next 10 days, email, call. Um, you can even write a letter if you want. That's fine. And then the other thing is to help me share this whole thing. So share the post that I shared. Ask people to participate. Ask people to sign the petition. The petition has been updated, and it basically will it's basically directed now to Clint, to the DA. So um, I think that's fine. If you want to mention that there is evidence and a confession, sure, that's fine. If you feel like that's an important thing to include. The biggest thing is we just want to make sure we're asking Clint to do something. I haven't been able to get a hold of them or hear anything from that office, so I'm hoping that we can get thousands of you, the thousands of you that care about Jacob, the thousands of you that care about this case, to make an impact. If it's just like 7 people, it's not going to really make the impact that I need. So I'm hoping that everybody who follows True Consequences, everybody who has heard Jacob's story on Kendall Ray, everybody who has heard Jacob's story on all the countless other episodes of other podcasts like Voices for Justice, Stuff for the Little Children, The Jury Room, Riddle Me That. Everywhere that Jacob's case has been, I'm hoping that you all can help get behind me and really push this over the top to the finish line. Um, this is my last ditch effort, really, to get justice for Jacob. Um, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic, but I'm not naive. I know that it's not going to be easy, and I know that time is not on my side. The lack of evidence and the that has disappeared is not on my side here, but we need to do something. some kind of action to get people to pay attention because enough is enough. I'd also like to let you guys know that I do have a name for the nonprofit that I'm starting, and my mom actually is the one that came up with the name, which I love it. I think it's perfect, and hopefully I'll be filing paperwork so soon. Thank you so much, Jolene. Thank you, Lane. Um, so the nonprofit is going to be named. It's an acronym, so it's AVSNM. Angel Voices, Angels Voices, Silenced No More. And the purpose of this nonprofit will be to advocate for legislation that will protect victims and victims' families, and legislation and changes to the state of New Mexico to make it so that it is a much safer place to live. Um, Hopefully, will help prevent crime somehow, or at least have you got the email address? The email address is on the ticker below. Hopefully, you can see that. And do you have a template thing? Um, I can probably get something typed up and posted on Facebook, Abby, and on social media, but you can see the email down below on the ticker. Hopefully, you see that. Let me know if you guys don't see that scrolling across the screen. Um, but anyway, the nonprofit, we're going to create a database that is going to show New Mexicans how legislators are voting with regards to crime bills, with regards to child abuse bills. It's going to show how judges in New Mexico are ruling in these cases. And it's going to show if we can get enough information about prosecutors and what they're doing. So uh, I'm really aiming for full transparency as much as we can to educate the people in this state about who they're voting for. And hopefully it will result in meaningful change. Um, so more to come on that. I've got to file the paperwork. I got a lot of stuff to do to make that happen. But that is my next step, aside from continuing to advocate for Jacob and for justice for Jacob. Alicia, thank you so much. Yes, I would love to have your help on this. I think I'd really love to have the involvement of the community that has been affected by crime. And the way I see it kind of working out is, aside from the legislative side of things and the political side of things, there's also going to be a support side that's going to help with advocacy for victims and victims' families, um, and an education piece where we can educate people on how to notice the signs of domestic violence, notice the signs of any kind of violent crime, and what they can do to protect themselves. So that's kind of where my mind's going. I haven't fleshed it out completely yet, but I think it's going to be a good thing, and it's all in honor of not just Jacob, but the countless victims of crime in this state and child abuse. So I'm excited about it. I'm nervous, but I think it's going to be very positive. I think it's going to be a really good thing. So, Abby, I will come up with a template. Um, it's going to be very simple, though. So, any other questions? So, reminder, this starts tomorrow. It goes for 10 days. Um, if you can call more than once, that would be great. If you can email, that'd be great. Sharing is really important. So, helping me get the word out is also something I'm going to need. Yeah. Any questions? Any ideas? Thoughts? Thank you, Grizzle. All right. Michaela, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, Abby. Yeah, I really need everybody's help here. I want them to feel the weight of the amount of people that are pushing for Jacob here. I know I feel it every day. I really want the DA's office to feel it. Um, Thank you so much, Patriot. So, Alicia, basically, it is. Let me see if I can pull this up actually. It's going to be a 10-day campaign to try to get the DA's office in Socorro to reopen Jacob's case. And basically, it's going to be a call to action for us, for all the people that have supported Jacob's cause, to call, email, uh, really reach out to the DA and try to get him to do something finally. Um, only caught the end of it, but sounds like positive change. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You'll be able to catch the replay as well here. Yeah, absolutely. I can give you those, Lane. Multiple email account. Okay, here's what Jolene's saying. If you have multiple email accounts, you can copy and paste the email you're sending to boost the number of emails being sent. So if you have 4 emails, absolutely. Can I help? I'm in the UK. Yes, you can email the DA starting tomorrow. Can I just email? Yes, you can just email. I think emailing and calling, either way helps. I think the calls gives them a little bit more pressure because emails are easier to ignore. But if you can't call, that's okay. If you can only email, that's fine. I don't mind flooding their inbox. All right, let me see here. Application window. I'm trying to share this so people can see here. Well, it's not working. After listening to your story in full, I'm completely shocked that they didn't do more to get justice for Jacob. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So some people have already started calling and emailing, which is not quite, we're not there yet. Tomorrow is when it starts. And that's okay if you've already done that. That's okay. I'm not mad about it. I just it's important that we do this right and hopefully at the same time. Let me see if I can figure out how to share this. It's not working. Oh well. Have I got a template at all? I am working on that, Lindsay. I will post it on Facebook, but I should have something this evening that's available for people to go and get off of Facebook and Twitter. Some sort of template. Do you guys have any questions? I'm gonna have to jump off here in about 5 or 10 minutes, but I just wanted to give this the big launch that it needs. Um, so again, April 10th is the 34th anniversary of Jacob's death. I will have a special bonus live stream with LA Not So Confidential podcast. It'll be on all social media. It'll be on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and we're going to talk about Jacob's case. Thank you so much, Suzanne. I appreciate it. Absolutely. And if the DA still says no, well, I will have additional plans in place. That's all I'll say. Time difference will matter. Yep. You can start whenever it becomes tomorrow. I think we're 7 hours behind you, Lindsay. So, um, yep, just stay in there that you're requesting that they reopen Jacob Jeremiah Landin's case. So, anytime, Lindsay, uh, maybe starting at like 7 hours. It doesn't matter, honestly. Even if it's the middle of the night here, that's okay. If they say no, it's plan B. That's correct. Plan B. And I have a plan B in place that I'm going to start working on if they say no. So I'm not giving up if they say no. I'm hoping they say yes. And I'm hoping that this will be the push that they need to say yes. But if they say no, then there's part two, plan B. Is the man still alive? Yes, he is still alive. He's still alive. Thank you so much, Natalie. I really appreciate it. And just a reminder, I have this new Justice for Jacob shirt available in my TeePublic store. And let me just post the link here. All half of the proceeds will go to the New Mexico Coalition Against Domestic Violence, but it also helps to raise awareness about Jacob's case. So I appreciate all of you that have purchased this already. All right, let me copy this and post it in here for you. That's okay, Suzanne. Just whenever whenever you send it. I'm not sure either. I think you guys are significantly ahead of us. I'm not sure what the time zone is between New Mexico and Australia, but it's different. That's the link to my TeePublic store. This design was designed by E. Avila Designs for free as a donation in honor of Jacob, and I love it. There's this one, and then there's one with a heart. So thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. Anything else before I wrap up here, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. Folks. There we go. That's more inclusive language. Folks. Any other thoughts? All right. Well, I love and appreciate all of you so much and all of your support. I don't think I would be able to do this without you. Um, you all have made this bearable in a lot of ways, and I'm very grateful to you for your words, your emails, your DMs, your comments. Everything has really helped my mom and I feel the love from all of you, and we're so grateful after so many years of being ignored by the authorities and essentially being gaslit by the authorities. It is so refreshing to have the support of all of you behind us. It makes it so much better for us. So thank you. And thank you for believing in me, and thank you for believing in justice for Jacob. I can't really say that enough. You all are incredible. So, uh, all right. Have a good night. Again, thank you. And I can't wait to see the results of all of this push. Hopefully, it's something positive. Keep your fingers crossed, your eyes, your toes crossed, everything. Um, Hopefully, this will be it. Hopefully, we can get justice for Jacob this year. So, thank you, Abby. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and commenting. I love you all. Have a good night.